What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Box Score. We're diving into another WNBA Finals matchup, Game 4, going down Friday, October 10th. We've got a lot to unpack today. We'll break down the matchup, talk about where I'm leaning against the spread, share a player prop I like, and wrap it all up with some betting angles you might want to keep an eye on. Before we dig into Game 4, though, let's take a quick look back at how our Game 3 plays turned out. We went 1-1 that night. We had Chelsea Gray over 16.5 points plus assists, and she finished right on the hook at 16. Tough beat there. But we hit the full game total over 161.5, so it was a split night overall. Now, before we go further, if I sound a little different, I've been fighting off a cold these last few days. We're powering through it though, because Game 4 is going to be a big one. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we've got the Las Vegas Aces as 3.5-point favorites on the road, total sitting at 163.5. I said before Game 3 that I was leaning toward Vegas because of their overwhelming talent on the perimeter and, of course, the presence of the best player in women's basketball down low, the only four-time WNBA MVP. But even knowing that, it was hard to pull the trigger against a Phoenix team that's shown so much resilience all season. That said, if you did take the plus money play on the Aces, that one cashed. Vegas came out strong, built a 13-point lead early, and even though Phoenix kept clawing back, the Aces just kept finding answers. It was a pattern all night. Phoenix rallies, Vegas responds. In the fourth quarter, Phoenix tied it up in the final seconds, but with just 0.3 seconds left, A'ja Wilson hit a clutch turnaround fadeaway over a double team. Dawana Bonner had a good look after that, but it didn't drop, and the Aces took a commanding 3-0 lead in this first ever best of 7 WNBA Finals. Wilson was unstoppable again. 34 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. She's just been in complete control of this series. It wasn't just her, though. Jackie Young continued her hot streak with 21 points and 9 assists, and between those two, they accounted for scoring or assisting on 72 of the Aces' 90 points. Add Jewell Loyd, who came out firing with 4 threes in the first quarter, and it's clear why Vegas has looked nearly untouchable. Phoenix battled, but defensively, they just couldn't sustain stops. Every time they got close, Vegas hit back harder. Phoenix also took a big hit injury-wise. Sato Sabally left Game 3 with a head injury after already dealing with an ankle issue, and she's been ruled out for Game 4 with a concussion. That's massive. Without her, the Mercury not only lose a key scorer but also a versatile defender, and that lets Vegas focus even more on Kahleah Copper. She still managed 17 points in Game 3, but she had to grind for every single one. Vegas really made her work, and without another high-level scorer to draw attention, the Aces can throw everything they've got at slowing her down. The numbers back it up. Vegas has now beaten Phoenix in 6 of their 7 meetings this year, and that one loss came early in the season when Wilson didn't play. So, 6-0 with A'ja on the court. The Aces just have every answer. Matchups matter. And in this matchup, Vegas clearly has the upper hand. It's hard to imagine what changes here. Phoenix feels both physically banged up and mentally exhausted, while the Aces look locked in and focused on closing this thing out. I'm leaning toward Vegas again in this one. I think they finish the sweep. But rather than messing with the spread, I'd be looking at them on the money line. It's tough to picture a good team like Phoenix getting swept, but the Aces have every reason to shut the door here. As for the total, we've seen pace, and more pace. The Aces have gone over in 5 straight, and the Mercury have gone over in 6 straight, including all 3 finals games so far. 5 of the 7 meetings between these two have hit the over. Still, with Sabally out and Phoenix down a key offensive weapon, I think there's a real chance their scoring tails off. They might start strong, but if Vegas builds an early lead, it could get ugly fast. That's why I'm leaning toward a full game under, or better yet, a Mercury team total under, or even an Aces team total over. Vegas is just too efficient shooting the ball right now. Before we wrap up, let's hit a player prop that fits everything we've talked about. Kahleah Copper under 18.5 points, minus 110, at Caesars. It's always risky fading a scorer like her. She can catch fire in a hurry, but she's stayed under that line in 71% of her games this season, 27 of 38. Against Vegas, she's gone under in 7 of her last 11. Even though she's gone over in 2 of the 3 finals games, those big halves came when she got hot out of nowhere. With Sabally sidelined, Vegas can key in on her even more. The Aces rank 7th in points allowed to guards, and that jumps up to 4th overall in the finals, so they've been locking down that position. So yeah, I like Copper to stay under 18 points here. Vegas's defense is dialed in, and without help around her, she's facing an uphill battle. That's going to wrap it up for this one. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy Game 4, and let's cash some tickets. If there's a Game 5, you already know, we'll be right back here breaking it all down.